So Oklahoma gets the number 8 recruiting class based upon 24/7's composite ratings for 2022. Perion Winfrey shows out and other recruiting notes. Let's talk about the OU weekend dump coming up here in a couple seconds. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay here with Unfair Sports, where we take a pensive approach to the sports conversation, talking OU recruiting, OU football, college football, and honestly, sports in general. Thank you for checking us out. Please hit the like and subscribe button as well as share, because sharing is caring. And in this video, we're going to talk about the OU weekend dump, something I'm going to try and do on a regular basis on some of the stuff you may have missed at the end of the week as well as over the weekend. So there's a few things that went down these past few days. I haven't put any videos in the last week or so. I've actually been out, and I made my valiant return post-National Signing Day. So I'm playing catch-up, but I got a ton of videos I'm going to drop over the next few days. So please, if you like this type of stuff, hit the like button. Definitely subscribe and hit the notification button. That way you get all of the updates, and then share. If you know somebody else that likes OU football and likes to hear somebody talk about it, that probably doesn't know what they're talking about, but at the same time, we have fun commentary and have fun dialogue in the comment section. Please share and leave us a comment. Let's go through kind of some of the things that happened over the weekend that I feel like is some things we should really talk about. I think these are important. I think these are things to really report on and talk about. So first off, National Signing Day was Wednesday. Busy day in the industry. I kept up with a lot of it while I was out on vacation. And so I was able to see a lot of players that did decide to sign. I saw the trend that Oklahoma is taking as a team underneath Brent Venables and his staff. I have a video that's going to be separate from that, as well as we're going to talk more in detail, myself and Jimmy, one of my co-hosts for Unfair Sports. We're going to talk more about that recruiting class, what it looks like, and what we feel about it. And I'm going to talk through the class as well as more on the Venables presser, in which he did a presser. So he was supposed to do one National Signing Day. I'm guessing that there was some technical difficulties. If you don't know, well, most of you are Oklahoma residents. We had Snowmageddon that populated in the state, so snow was pretty brutal. It was kind of thick. I wasn't here for it, but a lot of that did go down. But he made it up for everyone, and he did a 91-minute presser. I think it's like 91 some change. I went back and watched it, and I was like, that's commitment. That's just a good dude. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I'm excited about the guy just because he took the time to talk to everyone, made up time. This was later at his home on the couch. You can see him in the videos, and here's a picture of him talking to everybody about just recruiting and his thought process. You can't ask for a better situation. That's awesome that he was willing to provide that. You don't get that very much from a lot of coaches. And he took, an hour and a half and some change out of his time to make sure that the reporters and journalists could ask him questions. He would answer them thoughtfully and everything. I'm going to talk about more about that, like I said, a little bit later on another video, but definitely it's on YouTube. Search it. You'll see the presser. Great information on his thoughts and why he went after the guys he went, which tells me that he is truly preparing this team culture-wise and play-wise for the SEC. Oklahoma picked up a transfer running back, Tyree Walker. He tweeted out that he is transferring to Oklahoma. Now, this is pretty cool in a lot of aspects because he's a running back. He came in, he had 875 yards and 8 touchdowns in 11 games last year at Palomar College in California. So he's based out of Arizona is where he's from, and he is going to make his impact in Oklahoma. He's out of Peoria, Arizona, where he played running back and safety. So he was a dual threat, both sides of the ball. And the only offer he had was from Jackson State per Rivals. This is from SI's reporting. Thank you, Josh Calloway, for this. He only got one offer, but looks like he's going to go to Oklahoma. So you add him with Eric Gray, add him with Marcus Majors, which I think Marcus Majors is probably going to get a lot of game time this year. And, of course, the freshmen and Gavin Sawchuk and Javante Barnes. They're all going to be in that backfield, add some depth. It's good to see Tyree coming in. And like I said, adding just additional depth to this backfield because the way Oklahoma's always played offense, a lot of run. And if we're going to do Lebby's offensive setup, it's going to be a lot of just speed. They're going to be no huddling. They're going to be going because UCF was known for doing that. And honestly, Ole Miss, top 5 offense last year, they did the same. So expect a lot of plays, opportunity for him. There's no guarantee he's going to play. There's no guarantee he's going to start. But I like depth. And I like players that are willing to come in knowing that there's a lot of players they have to compete with and actually competing. That's a plus to me. That means that he has a hunger and he wants to prove himself. And with that, like I said, Jackson State being the only school that offered him per Rivals, that means that he's probably going to come in here with a chip on his shoulder and try to take somebody's position. So we may get ourselves a little gem out of nowhere, or we may just get somebody that pushes the other players. Doesn't matter. We add an additional running back to the squad. Love to see depth. Former defensive lineman for Oklahoma, Perion Winfrey, went out there at the Senior Bowl, got 2 sacks and MVP honors. Basically, he dominated. Todd McShay was mentioning that it looks like his stock has risen from that performance that he had, not only during the game, but just in the workouts. Everyone fell in love with him. And this may have vaulted him, honestly, into the first round. Now, it's hard to say. It's all based upon what teams need and their preference of player. But Perion is coming down like a long line of Oklahoma defensive players that seem to be showing out in those scenarios, senior games and all of that, and then go to the pros and actually do some things, which makes me think that the problem in Oklahoma wasn't the defensive personnel, but maybe those that were coaching. I don't know. All I know is that Perion went out there, got MVP honors from the game, and it looks like he's probably going to be a first-round draft pick. So another defensive lineman from Oklahoma will be a first-round draft pick, even though we have been talking about how bad Oklahoma defenders, I guess, are supposed to be. I don't know. But anyway, he killed it. Check him out. Looks happy. I'm so happy to see that. So Oklahoma, let's keep it up. Let's keep doing our thing. And all that. So that is the weekend dump on some of the things with OU. There's a lot more coming. I've got a video that I'm going to talk about Eric McCarty, who has committed to Oklahoma, as well as Gavin Freeman, who's going to be a preferred walk-on. We'll add some more analysis around. Honestly, I think McCarty's going to be something special. I've got a comp for him. I'll explain that in the video later this week. I need to get all of my thoughts and details together. Me and Jimmy's going to talk about the recruiting class in our video on Tuesday. So check us out tomorrow. Well, I'll probably drop this out Sunday night. So check this out on Tuesday morning or afternoon when I drop that video. We'll talk about the recruiting class, our thoughts, and get your opinions. With that, please hit the like, subscribe button, hit the bell. Make sure you share because sharing is caring, and I like your comments. Tell me what recruit are you most excited about, and we'll definitely try our hardest to talk about them on the show. With that, chop it up with y'all in a few days. Peace.